The off-season is when you get your team ready. Conditioning, practice, and weight training all make the team better, right? That's true, but there's more. The strength of a team's character can be as important as its physical strength.
The beliefs and behaviors of a specific group of people, okay? So it's beliefs. What do you believe about yourself? What do you believe about your team? What do you believe about the direction of your team?
Donna Fishter is a leadership expert, but more importantly, she's an architect of team culture and player development. And that's why the UC men's and women's soccer teams brought her to campus.
I think that before we all had a belief that it was the leaders were the captains, and now it's that every single person can be a leader in their own way, and that's what it takes to be a great team, because we can't rely on a couple people every single game or every single day in practice to lead us. It has to be everyone.
I can speak their language, you know, and I think it's super important because that connects me immediately with them.
Donna was a college soccer coach for 13 years, so she draws from that experience in her teachings and philosophies, and that's what makes her so effective. Her clients include a long list of colleges across the country.
Important. I don't think a coach can just be the only voice, and I think the way that we run our program here, I think there's a lot of people that contribute to the success of this program. But you know, when you bring in a professional like Donna, it's articulate, it's to the point. You're able to sort of get to the root of things.
Because she meets with us as coaches too. And so part of the thing is she's going to help us to, as coaches, understand maybe some of the things that players go through. Understand how as a staff we can be more productive. How as a staff we can connect better with the players, communicate better with them. And so it's not a one-shot deal.
So as leaders, we have to remember we have to continually raise our lid.
Over the course of a few days, she met with both programs and took them through a series of exercises that developed the team, not just identifying who the leaders are.
There's a huge myth out there that leadership is, a position that it's power and authority, and that's not what leadership is. Leadership, in a nutshell, is influence. Okay, and it's when you say leaders of a team or captains, their only job is not just to do the coin toss and things like that. It's building those connections with their teammates so that we can get higher performance out of everybody, because we all are hardwired for that connection.
Okay, so I had the 3 S's: strive, standards, and surpass. You strive to meet your standards, and once you meet your standards, you surpass your standards.
I think we really all learned a lot about each other. We learned kind of what people think and in different ways how they think. People spoke up who didn't normally speak up, and I think that was a really cool thing for everyone to see, because you don't always know what people who might be more quiet are thinking, or what people who have a different perspective are thinking. So I think it really brought us all together and allowed us to see different levels and different layers in each other.
I think leadership also involves, it's a trickle-down effect. So if you're at the top, which a lot of the senior guys are, we need to really set the example, show how it needs to be done, and so that trickles down to the younger guys and the guys coming up.
The basis of all season programs are designed to build the team's strength and conditioning over several months, and this program is no different. Donna Fishter will leave campus, but the seeds, the ideas, the empowerment she's given these teams will be just as strong in the fall.
It builds us, gives us mental toughness. We learn about stuff more, and we learn how to lead our team in the right way, which I think was one of the key things we're missing last year. We had leaders, but they weren't great leaders that leading the team in a whole group. But these things like this, doing the small things, is what separates teams from being good and being great.
Yeah, it really is about unification and unifying our team and creating these things together, and everybody has an input, and everybody listens to everybody, and everyone has a respect. It's that revolving circle that she talked about. We lead ourselves, we lead each other, and then we listen too.
I think when it comes down to the actual game and when we get to the games, it's gonna help a lot. Last year we kind of were all one-by-one individuals rather than a team, which I think we're gonna improve on, which is a big goal of ours, is so when we step out in the field in October that we are all one unit. If if we lose together, we lose together. I mean, we get wins together, we win together. So I think it definitely is going to help in October when we're battling in the 90th minute against UConn, when we're all together as a team and we fight through adversity together. So
I think it will definitely help us. I think we can really go back to our mission statement and say, look, we created this together. This is what we believe in. This is what we're trying to do. You know, we have something as a team that we want to accomplish together. So we can really go back to our three statements underneath our culture of excellence and remind each other of those things and draw strength from those as a group.